Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I know. The wrong person.
Well, I think Seth MacFarlane, he has his Orville show here, if you're interested in that. So how's your New York Comic Con experience been so far?
First Comic Con?
First Comic Con. First
right?
con.
That's what you guys call it, the con?
It is the first con. This is like a dream come true for me, because I self-identified, proud, card-carrying nerd. So, you know, comic books, trading cards, superheroes, all of that was just my bag growing up. And I used to I draw myself, but like I used to draw my own comic books in school. So like being able to come here with a project that I absolutely love and, you know, do what I love and be surrounded by energy that I feel I identify with is just perfect storm. Perfect storm.
Yeah, I feel very, very lucky to be here. Sure.
Yeah.
It's just so much, like everyone's having so much fun.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that everyone's in their element here. So lucky to like be able to play it in front of play the pilot in front of an audience here and see their reaction. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah, everyone seemed to love it, and that's always nice when you put hard work into something. And people seem to be.
But you mentioned Orville, and I have interesting trivia.
Yeah.
For Orville, we shot the pilot, and before we went to go shoot, I did a lot of. I was very poor, and I did a lot of extra work to kind of, you know, sustain myself. I ended up doing extra work on Orville.
Oh, there you go.
Like,
did you get full costume?
And I had actually it's such a good story. On Orville, and one of our series regulars, Rena Owen, did a guest star on that.
Who plays Helen Hawkins.
Who plays Helen on the show.
I swear I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, she did a guest star on the show. The episode just aired. It was with the Mocklins with the baby. They had to do the sex change with the baby, and I had on this giant mask. And I was sweating bullets, but I was just an extra. I was sitting there, and I actually got to sit and watch Rena perform under all of this makeup, playing this character, and it was just. I'm just so inspired by her. She's so good. But like, whenever I hear Orville, I'm just like, oh yeah, I was on that set, sweating as an extra.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now you're on the Siren set.
And now I'm
sweating
sweating as a lead. It's true. It's so true.
So how challenging is that to work on a show where that's so much, half of the show I would say takes place in the water, outside of the water? How challenging is that? You didn't actually go in the water.
No, he has more submerged stuff than I
I jumped in the water in the pilot, and there will be more of me jumping in the water.
Jumping in the water.
I actually love it. It's great. I surf back home, where I'm living at the moment in LA. So I just love the water. So when this came up, the idea of being in the water a lot was nice. We trained to do these breath holds because you're kind of acting underwater, so you have to get over the fact that you're freaking out and trying to like stay alive and like be able to relax yourself so that you can kind of act underwater and do these fight scenes and things like that. So that was really cool to learn.
Yes, Xander doesn't get in the water.
I'll get you in the water.
Yeah, no, Xander's a fisherman. The fishermen are just like, yeah, we don't get in that. We take the fish out of that, but we don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of nice. I dodged the underwater bullet.
Yeah, Ben's a real
maybe in season 1.
Ben just jumps in.
He just loves to jump into the ocean.
If he feels like he needs to, he'll jump in.
He's like not even for any reason.
He's that guy. Yeah. Exactly. You want me to jump? I'll jump in.
I'll jump in the ocean.
Sure.
It's like that wasn't the question I asked you, Ben. We were actually just talking about what movie you wanted to see. But no, seriously, I'll jump in the ocean.
That's spent for you. In a nutshell.
Yeah. So what are we going to get to see in terms of your characters interacting with Lynn's character? Because obviously you have had, you have most of the interaction, but it'd be interesting to see, because, you kind of scared of them.
Yeah, I think Xander's perspective on all the mermaids is it's very different. He had a very different first experience with them, and I mean, I don't have many. Xander and Rin don't really cross paths, and definitely not in the pilot. And I think for Xander, I'm still figuring things out. I think he's not a stupid character, but and not by any stretch of the imagination. He's actually very intelligent. But he is still naive in the sense that, he doesn't really know the full scope of what's going on, but he's putting things together.
I think that's a really interesting thing that you say there, as far as, and what you kind of added. They've had different experiences. Like, his first experience of a mermaid is her attacking people on a ship, and like wounding his best
friend.
And my first is like this feral girl who seems like she needs help initially. So I think from there, and obviously she doesn't really need my help. She needs to get back in the water because she's pretty damn tough. But as far as our first experiences, and then obviously my world is a little rocked when she actually attacks me. But I think because initially I saw her as something different.
Yeah, you have the luxury of treating her altruistically.
Yeah,
you know, because your first experience with her, you really were able to take some time, and also you didn't meet her in mermaid form first.
Exactly.
You met her as a girl and a woman.
Yeah.
And me, I've never seen, like, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the transformation. I don't know that they can be human. Yeah, so it's just this dangerous thing that we just pulled out of the ocean, you know. It's fun.
So is it going to be? I just like lost the question. Let's see if it comes back. Anyone?
Well, you guys are both into, well, your characters are both into the water. Like, do you know why, like how they got into it? Like, do we have that backstory?
Are we gonna get backstory for how your characters met originally?
Yeah, that too.
Well, we grew up together on the island.
In the same town.
Like, it's a really small, not island. We're not on an island. We're in a cove. It's definitely not an island.
But the same.
But it's a water town. It's like the entire culture is kind of based around the ocean, and I think. I don't know if we're gonna have, like, they're really gonna go back and explore, maybe, possibly, I don't know, they don't tell us these things. But I feel like in the current, as people are dealing with where their relationship is now, you get like a good insight as to where their relationship was.
And as far as Ben's reason for kind of being involved in the water, yeah, we grew up in this coastal town. I think Ben's mum was in a car accident when he was about 14 and was paralyzed. And I think that he was really kind of like was the member of the family that was helping her through all of this stuff. And I think the water and like the studies that he was doing and the saving of animals that he was doing kind of became his like place of solace. So I think that's kind of how he initially fell in love with the water. And then when Rin comes to land, and it's this creature that is so connected to that water and to the thing that he loves and has been his solace. I think he, even without the mermaid song, I think he feels a real like connection to her and desire to find out about her and to get close to this thing that he's already loves so much.
Yeah. And that's different perspective as well, because like you think of the water as this you know, this very wondrous thing, and I think Xander thinks of it as very industrial.
Dangerous.
You know, it's very dangerous industry. It's like part of livelihood. It's not like wonder. You know.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.